Thanks for being here. Get yourself comfortable. So, as always, move around a little bit. Feel into, all right, I'm in this body, and how is this body right now? Does it want a little bit of movement? Does it want a little bit of attention? And as you are choosing that place to be settled, make sure you feel supported. Make sure that you can be at ease. Know that you can shift at any time. So this isn't, you have to pick a place and stay. There's no gold stars. You already have an A. And let your weight really settle into what you're connected to or what you're touching. So however you are, lying down or seated, notice the points that are in contact with something. And rather than maybe a feeling of being ready for liftoff or to go forward or from that place, really let yourself settle into that place. Like, actually, I'm going to land my ship right here. And then likewise, go ahead and just, if you're seated, lean forward a little bit. Just lean a little forward. Notice the feeling of that, and then let yourself really rest back. So that might be a leaning back. It might be the feeling of in a supportive way, deflating the front of the body so that you don't have to be quite so puffed up. You don't have to be reaching out or going anywhere. Just soften back into right here. And once there's a physical settling, begin to notice the rhythm and movement of your breath. Just the presence of breath. Remembering that there's nothing you need to do to make the breath happen. There's no way for the breath to be better than it is right now. And understanding that when we start to notice the breath, it will change in some way. Sometimes it might get slower when we begin to notice it. It might smooth out. You might find that actually when you start to notice the breath, there's a little bit of anxiety in the breath, or it starts to speed up. And if that's the case, shift your attention more to physical body. And then little by little, see if you can actually kind of peek at your breath, like you're looking at it from around a corner instead of, coming right in and staring at it. So finding a way that works for your psyche, for your nervous system, and this might change day to day. So maybe usually it's kind of soothing to notice your breath. But today or some other day, you might find, that didn't really feel so supportive. So I'm going to modify that. I'm going to actually shift my attention to something that feels more grounding. I forgot to turn my sound down. That was our starting bell. So we're going to move into what I'm calling a feeling meditation or feelings meditation. And this is similar to the loving kindness practice, the metta practice, where we used some short phrases in repetition silently to ourselves. And so I'll offer a short phrase, and then you can just hear it and receive it. You could also repeat it silently in your own self, in your own body, in your own heart. And if any of the words don't quite suit you, or a different phrase just spontaneously comes up for you, trust that and use your words instead. I am free to feel my feelings. 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 And let that phrase continue, or some version of that phrase, for a few more moments. And then let the words go, let any phrase that's here go. And just sit in the spaciousness that remains. My feelings are wise. My feelings are wise. My feelings are wise. My feelings are wise. And let that, or some version of that, repeat. And then let those words go. And be in the experience of yourself right now. My feelings flow with ease, unobstructed. 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 And keep going on your own. And then letting the words go. My feelings are messengers here to show me something. My feelings are messengers here to show me something. My feelings are messengers here to show me something. On your own. And then letting the words go. I trust and respect my feelings. I trust and respect my feelings. I trust and respect my feelings on your own. And then the words dissolve. And letting yourself sit in this space with yourself, with what is left after the touch of those words, those ideas. And even if you changed the words, if some of those statements didn't feel completely true, letting the touch of the words as though they are already true. Even if you had some questions or some doubt, as though those words are true. Letting your body feel into what that would be like, the state that arises when those are true. And then for all the times that we find ourselves saying, we hear ourselves say, whether internally or out our mouths, oh, I know I shouldn't feel this way. Or I don't know why I feel this way. Or some version of discrediting our own feelings. We can come back to this memory, this body memory, this felt sense of validating, trusting our feelings, and letting our feelings be in a state of flow so that we don't get stuck, we don't hold on to a feeling when really it is meant to flow like a river. Our poem today is by Rilke. It is called Let This Darkness Be a Bell Tower. Quiet friend who has come so far, feel how your breathing makes more space around you. Let this darkness be a bell tower, and you the bell. As you ring, what batters you becomes your strength. Move back and forth into the change. What is it like, such intensity of pain? If the drink is bitter, turn yourself to wine. In this uncontainable night, be the mystery at the crossroads of your senses, the meaning discovered there. And if the world has ceased to hear you, say to the silent earth, I flow. To the rushing water speak, I am. May we all honor our feelings as the wise messengers that they are. Thank you for your presence. Thank you so much for being together in this way, for caring for yourself in this way, for taking just these few minutes out of your day. I would love to hear how you are, Jeannie. Yeah, this poem. Oh, deep breaths together. Thank you for being here. Hi, Sam. Would love to hear from you. So we will continue next week, and probably what I'm going to start doing is it'll just be us, and I'm not going to record these, or they record, but then I'm not going to post them. So we can, actually, I will feel a lot more informal. It'll just be us. So I think that'll be really fun.